Welcome back to Revenge Rewind. Today's story is a masterclass in why you should always check your property lines before you start digging. My entitled neighbor thought he could bully me into giving up 10 feet of my backyard to build his dream pool. He ignored the permits, he ignored my warnings, and in the end, I didn't just get my land back. I got his entire pool for free. Let's get into it. I, 35M, bought a house on a large wooded lot 3 years ago. My neighbor Dave is a high-power contractor who thinks the world belongs to him. 6 months ago, Dave decided he wanted a massive in-ground pool. The problem? He wanted it right where our property line met. I showed him my survey, proving that the area he was marking was clearly on my side. Dave laughed and said, "Don't worry about it, buddy, it's just a few feet. It won't hurt anyone." I went on a 2-week vacation. When I returned, I was horrified. Dave hadn't just nudged over the line. He had cleared a 15-foot strip of my mature oak trees and was already pouring concrete for the pool's foundation. I tried to talk to him, but he told me to get lost and that possession is 9/10 of the law. He thought because the concrete was poured, it was too late for me to do anything. He was dead wrong. Instead of yelling, I called a specialized land use attorney. We filed an immediate cease and desist and a trespass claim. But here's the genius part. I didn't stop the construction right away. My lawyer advised me to let him finish the pool. Why? Because in my state, if someone builds a permanent structure on your land without permission, it becomes a permanent encroachment, and you can either force them to remove it at their expense or you can claim ownership. The day Dave threw his pool opening party, I walked over with the sheriff and my lawyer. I handed him a court order. The court had ruled that because the pool was 100% on my legal property, it now belonged to me. Dave turned purple. He screamed that he spent $80,000 on that pool. I calmly pointed to the new 8-foot spite fence I had built right down the property line. The fence went straight through the middle of his patio, but the entire pool was now behind my fence. Dave tried to sue, but because he had forged the permit applications by lying about the property lines, the city fined him another $20,000. He eventually had to sell his house because he couldn't stand looking at the fence that blocked him from his pool. Now, I have a beautiful $80,000 pool that I didn't pay a single penny for. Don't touch my land. That's all for today's episode of Revenge Rewind. Do you think I should have let him use the pool sometimes? Or was the fence the right move? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more satisfying karma. See you in the next one.